Hello guys, I'm Ez109 and today we're going to explore my Minecraft world. I'm going to show you my world. This is on survival mode. This is what I've created so far. I will explain everything in detail and yes, just bear with me. There's a lot to explain in this Minecraft video. Okay, just bear with me. So when I first started playing Minecraft, guys, I spawned in this region, and as you can see, I have played for 252 days in survival world. 252 days in survival. So let's go into settings. I want to go into peaceful right now, so I can demonstrate this. So as you can see, my first ever night survival was in this cave. This door I added later on. So when I first came here, I dug into here and I put grass blocks, and what I did, I stayed in this cave, and as you can see, I dug all this out, and because I was mining the ore, as you can see, I left one block gap because nothing can come down, so that's fine. So no what's it called can come down. And then I started to dig. So these are my first beds. One here, one here. My furnaces, and these are my chests that I stockpiled with tools. My crafting station. So yeah, as you can see, this was all the stuff that I found when I first came into this cave. So this cave goes on for a while. So I didn't even go outside at all. I stayed in this cave because I needed to get the materials that I needed to venture on to survive in survival world. So as you can see, when I dig up blocks, I replace them. I found quite a few materials, and this goes down for quite a while. Whatever I saw, I dug out. I even come over here, dig down there, so I wasn't shy, And then eventually I thought, nah, this is not going to be sustainable for me in the long run. So, and then I dug down there, filled it all back in. So I got some of this, got some of that, and then, this is what Minecraft is all about, guys. Looking for materials, because eventually you want to come out of here, and then it'll come to a point where you want to be able to be more efficient, be more to do what you want to do in Minecraft, basically. But that takes time and consistency, because these 252 days played, they're not easy. And then what I did, I came from this cave, and then I thought, nah, that's not going to sustain me. I didn't like the location of our cave, so then I came over to this new cave. Don't worry about the buildings I got here just yet. I will explain all them later on. And don't worry. So then I came over here, but then I needed to build. So up here is my second base. Again, these wooden doors came later on. I just used grass blocks as and I just blocked myself in. And this one goes on for a long long time. So then I'm going to need wood. So this is my very first tree farm, literally. So what I did, I'll prove it to you. This is my first tree farm because there should be a chest here, and in his chest shows all the saplings. So basically what I did to make my first tree farm, which I'm going to demonstrate now, so I plant one here, and then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, plant 1, 2, 3, 4, plant 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just created enough, and I went, so I covered all this, and then I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I made this massive. Okay, that's how I did that. Okay, and I did that for a while. And if you find this type of tree, to make these go massive, there's a specific thing that you have to do to turn them to go big. So I'll demonstrate that now, and it works for jungle saplings, and it works for this and this, and all you have to do is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you get the idea? And then you do the same for this one. So we come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's, plant them in fours like that, we'll turn them massive like this. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? So that's how I made my first tree farm ever. But then that didn't sustain me. It didn't it took ages, because what I did, I put a block down, I used grass blocks, I jumped up on the leaf, and then I harvest all the leaves. I went to the very top, I reached the very top first, and then I started to break each of these leaves because I wanted everything off it. I didn't want it to allow it to drop down on the floor, because then if it drops down on the floor, I got no way to get back up, and I am got no way to harvest the wood. So it was easier to climb to the very top and work in like a circle motion around the tree, breaking the tree as you come down, and break the branches as you come down, and collect everything there. Yes, some stuff will fall on the floor, but at least you have time to collect everything, because you want to optimize. When you make tree farms like this, you want to collect everything. The wood, the sticks, whatever it gives you. You want to optimize it as quickly as you can. So that was my first tree farm that I wanted. So let me put everything back in here. So as you can see, I've made quite a bit. And so I'm not, and then, now this one. This, my friends, is what. So don't worry about this door. What we want to worry about, so then obviously I had a bed in here. Don't worry about that, I'll explain that in a bit. And I had a bed in here again. I didn't have wooden doors at the time. Well, I did at the end because I had a tree farm, well, some form of tree farm, so I created doors, and I put one here and I put one over there. But I didn't come out then, did not come out of this cave at all, because you'll see why. So I mined 3 blocks high. Don't need to go stupid high. 3 blocks high is plenty. And as you can see, I can come down. Okay? You just follow, just watch what I'm doing, because look, I went deep. I went really deep, mining, getting all the materials that I needed. Because like I said, you know, it's about being proficient. As you can see, I came down here, found a bit of, see, I left 2 blocks, because you strip mining. You want to strip mine. And this is how you strip mine. Tidy in Minecraft. You want to leave 2 blocks and went 1, 2 and 3 blocks high. And then I came down this area, same again, 3 blocks high. And then I did a different U-turn, because I found stuff up here. I strip mined it, and then I thought, nah, don't do that, because we want to find diamonds. But diamonds, the further you go down, the better chances you have of finding diamonds. Okay, and I have found a massive hoard of diamonds. So as you can see, I even went down in there, but I blocked all this up. Okay, so you can see this, I got a few stuff. Alright, I'm not going to break it, but you can see I did explore. Okay, and then I followed this path. I blocked some of this up, and then I went further down again. To get me, I went further down again, and then bang, I hit diamonds. And I mean, I hit diamonds. Okay, but I haven't harvested them. I've left them there. Alright, and then I had to think about, okay, what do I want to do in my survival world? Well, my first ever thing that I did was make an automatic tree farm. Because without wood, there's not much you can do. I didn't want to go there and harvest and sit there and, you know, and that, and when I can just, I'll demonstrate there, and then you'll see what I get at. But then my automatic wood farm didn't become proficient, so I had to make it proficient. So what requires with a tree farm? Bone meal. I had to find a village, and I had to take their composters, because once you find a village in Minecraft, it's game over. Literally, it's game over. Every resource you will ever need is in that village. The food, the wood, the workstations, you name it, it's all in there. And yeah, it's game over. And this is why for me it's game over, because I found not 1, not 2, but 3 villages. Okay, so don't worry about that down there. I'll explain that to you in a bit. But right now I'm going to demonstrate to you. So this is my first tree farm, and this is fully automatic. But the downfall of this is you can only grow 1 type of tree. So what I mean by that, you can only grow oak. Okay, that's the only tree you can grow. So how this works, you plant the tree there, hit that switch, boom, plant the tree, I had to yeah, there you go, plant the tree. Long as I hit that, that should be fine. I should be sitting by here actually. But you get the ideas, and then I will harvest this end with my axe. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was my first tree farm. Alright? Literally. But then I had to find a village. This was my second tree farm. Same principle, guys. As you can see, I got some booties growing here. This was the second tree farm because I want to try and get different types of color wood that I wanted to use. And then I came over into this village. I even made, so say now, let me demonstrate something to you, because half the time you're gonna get lost in Minecraft, and you are gonna get lost. So what I did, I'll demonstrate it because it's gonna be easier for me to demonstrate than try to explain. So it won't take us long. It might be a long episode, might be a long video because I don't want. Let's see if I can find some more dirt blocks, and I got quite a bit of dirt blocks. So anyway, I did forget. So I'm gonna show you everything now. So before I came out into that farm, and you know, this is what I found. Okay, this is what I created. Some of this came from villages that I found along my routes. Bread, yeah, you know. But in here, I was gonna make this an automatic storage system, but yeah. Never leave chests in villages, guys, cause you never know when you're gonna need them. Trust me. So all this has come out of this strip mining. All this has come out of this mine that I've dug. And if you were thinking about how do I get magma blocks, I found them because there's random portals on the map. And there's random loot attached to them random portals. So yeah, I leave nothing to waste. So as you can see, yes. So we're gonna grab this amount of blocks because this is gonna help you. So when you're off exploring, I don't rely on maps half the time. The only time I leave my position there. The only time I use a map if I'm looking for diamonds, because they do spawn at specific depths in this tunnel. But when you're looking for villages and all of a sudden you've lost track of where your main base is, like where my main base is, yeah, there's things you can do, and I'm gonna demonstrate that now. You can just build massive columns going up, and if you overwater, which I'm gonna demonstrate, actually I will demonstrate because that's how I did it. I made sure I was on water. Because there's tricks you can do. Literally tricks. So I put, yeah, by you see, right? We'll come here. So I'll make this, but I make sure I'm around water. Okay? Or if I got a water bucket, I will dig this. I will dig around where I want to make my pillar. I'll dig before I come up my pillar like I'm doing now. I will dig 2 blocks down and I will fill all that around my pillar, and I will fill it all with water. Literally all with water. Because watch what you can do. So if I ever get lost in Minecraft, I will use the dirt blocks and I will make them as tall as I can, because they will act as a waypoint. So if I get lost, and if I have torches around here, they will light up in the dark. So they act as beacons, but it also shows me the direction that I come from and I need to get back to. So they're point of views, right? We'll call them. But now, because I'm up here and I'm in survival mode, yeah. If I go this side, I'm gonna die. But if I come this side and hit the water, I take no damage. No fall damage at all. Nothing at all. So there's some tricks that you can do. Yes, you're not going to be able to, but from a distance. So let's test it. Let's see how far the eye can reach with that. Alright. I'm showing you my tricks now. And this is, yeah. Let's see how far that can, what type of distance I can get with that. I'm not going to look behind me because, like I said, once you find a village like I have by here, it's game over. Long as it got a farm and farmers, because see that farmer there? I can literally make him automatic. I could turn him into a fully automatic farm. This can be fully automatic. Literally. And I can make another farm so that these are breeding each other. So I can create a breeding village. And see that iron golem there? I can turn that into an iron farm. Once you find a village, it's game over. Literally. Because having a village breeder, having an automatic farm, and having an iron farm is a game changer in Minecraft. Literally a game changer. Yes, you can do like crop, make, yeah, it's game over. And then the only thing that you have to think about then is making a automatic cow burner, chicken burner, fully automatic sheep farm where you can harvest the wool off a farm. It's endless. So now and then my second village is over there. So I didn't have to go too far to find my second village. And then I found sugarcane, which is growing right there. So look, let's see now if I can find my way back. Let's see how far my beacon is in the sky. Can I see it from over here? At the minute I can't, but then I can make another one. Do you know what I mean? So I can, as long as I hit water like I have by here, I can create another beacon. So we'll go up as far as we can. And to prove it to you, we'll come out of peaceful. And then slightly, look, see, I can see that column now. Briefly see the column. So now let's come out of peaceful. Let's actually get into survival just to show you. Let's go to normal. That we are not taking no fall damage whatsoever when we hit water. Doesn't matter how deep the water is. I took no fall damage. Yeah, you know. And again, if I crouch, so if this was lava and I didn't crouch, I'd be dead. But if I crouch and I hit the end of the block, bang, 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 I can continue walking on lava, on water. Do you know what I mean? So crouching is a lifesaver, especially for when you're mining. Always crouch when you're mining. Now I can see it, look, see? So they act as beacons. But that's my trick, to know where I am in the map. Do you know? and this is why I survived as long as I have. So let's go back into peaceful, because I just want to explain stuff to you. I'm not actually playing Minecraft. I just want to show you what stuff you can do. But yeah, it's game over once you found your first village. So these are some stuff that I rely on. So if you find free iron, don't waste it on making armor for yourself, because you want to be able to survive in survival world. So always carry a bucket of water with you, and before you dig up, make sure you dig out the blocks around. So say and then obviously I'm gonna let some water in if there's water nearby, or if I got a bucket I will fill all this in with water, then bang bang bang, up I go as high as I can, and then I'll fall back down into water so I don't take no water damage. It's simple, honestly. It's absolutely simple to play this game the right way of playing it for survival. And if I don't want stuff, instead of chucking it in the ocean, I will chuck it into a lava thing. So then I have to think about them. What do I need? Okay. My second biggest project was finding kelp. I had to find kelp and bamboo. So luckily enough I did find bamboo. I found sugarcane, no problem at all. Kelp, I had to make a boat and go out into deep water to find kelp, and I only picked up a couple and then I brought them back. So my first kelp farm that I did was don't worry about this one, but yeah, at the minute there's a lot about this one. Is by here. There's my first kelp farm. Alright. And then obviously I found a composter, and then yeah, I got lucky. So I used a hop. I put a chest down. Like, I don't got no chest now. So I put a chest, hopper on top, and then I hit it with a composter. And then whatever was growing by year, I harvest it, leaving one, always leave one, so that it regrows, and then I bunged it all into the hopper so it generates bone meal, because I needed bone meal for my automatic tree farm. But then I thought, nah, that's not going to work, so I created a kelp farm. Watch how quickly this makes bone meal. You watch now. Well, this is constantly growing and harvesting at the same time. I'm going to make a cigarette for a second. There is some stuff in that kelp farm, but yeah, you get the gists. You'll see it. And I don't move away from it, because you'll break the machine if you move. So just leave it run, stay put where you are, because if you move away from this machine you will break it. So now, yeah, that's my redstone contraption going. Yeah, I could make this as a tree farm. I can now bring my automatic tree farm from down there and attach it to the side of here, so then I don't have to do nothing. Literally nothing. All I have to do is press 2 switches, hit this, and then hit my generation key to constantly grow the trees. I could just put the little a hole by year, and then I'll plant my tree by year, hit the switch by year, and I'm constantly making wood, constantly. But it's only one type of wood that I'm making. So you know, so there's loads of stuff. And then I thought, nah, I want to do. So this is my first house that I ever created in mine. It's called Kipper's Fishery. Say that with a mouthful, you wanna. Let it roll off the tongue, guys. Let it roll off the tongue. Kipper's Fishery is my first house that I ever built in my survival world. But there's a lot of secrets in this one. And there is a lot of secrets. Yeah. So there's my, what's it called here? There's my bed. Obviously, if I break this by year, you're going to see a lot more of these storage systems going up. But that's not the best part, guys. No. That's not the best part. I'll show you what the best part is. If I can find it. This is the best part, guys. Because it's all lit up. I'm in survival world now, and I'll prove it to you. Okay, I'm going to sit by you now, and we are going to go into settings. I'm going to prove it to you that nothing can touch me. Nothing at all. I can just sit here and fish to my heart content. Wait for the zombies to come, because it's on normal now. Look at that. Nothing's going in. Look, hang on. How are you fishing it? How are you collecting the green and getting the experience? But yet I don't see nothing going into your hotbar. There's no fish. You're not collecting no fish. But hang on. I got fish. But there, look. This is my AFK fish farm. This is my fish farm. I need food. This was the first thing I did for food. Fish is a good source of food, but it comes with other benefits, and I'm going to show you. So yeah, look, I'm fishing, guys. Nothing can touch me. And we are in survival. We're in normal. I'm in my camping chair. You know. So I got Luck of the Sea free, Unbreakable free, Mending, and Lure. But something is hitting me now. Oh, I got a skeleton. But don't worry, we'll deal with that. And we'll come down into my secret base now. Nothing. And then I can jump out, look at the ocean. Nothing. And then I got a bucket ton of storage. So everything I was fishing up there gets collected in here. Look at that, look, see? It's simple when you know how to play this game. It's game over. You know, this is everything that I found. Just by fishing, guys. Nothing else, just by fishing. You know, why work harder when you can work smarter is my motto. And I am a big fan of it. Look, see, I found protection, loyalty, you know, I'll show you the books. And all this comes from, like I said, once you got a bucket of water and you find cod, you can collect them with your bucket and bring them back and make a fish farm. It's endless. And then, you know, barrels were made from the wood farm. I think it was this bucket, but yeah, this is what I caught so far, guys. You know, obviously, watch now. So I took a knock there. Don't worry, my game is now modded, which it is, and any stuff that I don't want, trapdoor on top of the lava so I don't walk into it, or if I crouch, I'm not going to fall into it. Look, see, I'm crouched and I'm not going to fall into it. If I wasn't crouched now, I would have been dead. And then I can close that. I got my smoker to smoke fish. I got my anvil to make, and then I got my bed to sleep here. No zombies are gonna see me because I'm in my, you know. So let's come out of that now. I just wanted to just demonstrate to you. The only thing that can touch you is the skeletons, really. And then climb back up. I don't need my teleporter. That can go in here. I'm not going to explain how to build this just yet, because like I said, I'm 254 days in survival mode. And then my second building is my smith. We'll have a look. This was the second contraption that I built. And what did I name it? Sniffy Smithy. Again, let that roll off the tongue, guys. Let that roll off the tongue. So this is where I'll come and smelt all my iron, copper, you name it. This I was gonna bring the villagers over, because, and I was gonna make them, turn them into I was gonna block this off, but yeah, so then I'll have a villager who's a smithy, so then I can trade with him. Yeah, but then let me show you unlimited source of lava, and I'm gonna show you. So I built this. It's not easy to build, but it's got quite a few other bits and pieces here. I got 2 chests here ready to go. I got a bed if need be in. But now I connected this to my second, what's it called? So as you can see now, I'm not going to run out of lava now in a minute. Once you see what I'm doing, look at this. Look, see, to block in lava. That's how you block in lava, guys. You know, I literally mined this out and blocked it all in. So, and I opened this up so it comes down into here. So I don't need to find lava. Lava is good for smithing. It's brilliant, honestly. Lava is good. You can use lava for a lot of things. I can now, because I got lava and water, I can make an automatic duplicator as well. So it's endless, guys. It's endless. And now I'm coming back to where my storage, see, I connected them. That's why that door is there. Okay, then my second, so that's my first, that's my second, you know, yeah, for buildings now. And then I got a bamboo growing by you, which I could make an automatic bamboo farm if I wanted to. I can do pumpkin and melon automatic farm, because I got pumpkin and melon seeds. I'll come to this in a bit. So then, now then, we have got busy little bees. Oh, when I say they're busy, guys, I mean they're busy. Okay, this is my bee farm. Literally my bee farm. and I'll show you how I harvest it. It's all automatic, fully automatic. I just come down to here. There you go. Endless. Endless. Fully automatic. And then I need, yeah. So end of the line. Yeah, that literally states what it means. End of the line. So I got a sheep going in here. I could breed these sheep now, harvest these with shears to collect their wool. I could do it automatically if I wanted to, or I could do it manually. And then I can also breed these and have the youngsters to go into a cooker so that I can cook mutton. I think I pronounced that right. Mutton. Again, so I can just keep these adults for harvesting their wool. The little babies, I can have them go into a cooker, so I can, when they grow up, they will cook when they come fully sized. So then I'm harvesting mutton and whatever else it gives me. Same thing with the chickens. I could turn in, have these into, so they give me eggs at the minute. So then I can make like an automatic breeder for the chickens by having a solid block, using a dispenser and smacking the eggs at a solid block, so you have a chance to turn it into chickens. And then the youngsters can drop down into a cook pot, so then I can cook them for chicken, and to have feathers off it, so then I can make arrows. Same with the cows, you know, have the youngsters drop into a cook pot. Same thing with the pigs, have them drop into a cook pot. These two cows are new to me. I don't know what they are. I think they have the same principle as the standard version of the cows, because these are the new updates. I also found 2 cats as well, but I think I gotta feed these fish to breed them. I think I gotta, yeah, these 2 cats down here. I gotta feed them fish, raw fish. So that, luckily, yeah, to tame them, I gotta give them fish, and then to breed them, I gotta give them fish. So luckily, that's where my automatic fish farm comes into it. And that's it. But there's something else that I gotta bring over, and I'll show you. So that is my world, and 254 days into my world. It's not quite 1,000 days in survival, but it's nearly, you know, a lot of work's gone into it. But it's been prioritized for what I want to do with it. Because the animal, this end of the line, was the last thing that I built. I needed to build the main things that I needed. The fishery, the kelp farm, the automated farm, and then the smithy and the honeybees were something else later on. The tree farm was a must. But now I need iron, so my next project is going to make a villager breeder, automatic farm, and an iron farm. Just from over there, literally, just from over there. So that's it.